Hi.
Did you hear that? Remy, look what I found. A genuine god.
Oh yeah, you totally found
think
me.
they
You
can hear
discovered
us?
me.
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
Alright, now I'm just insulted. You do realize that I understand you perfectly.
Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture show marks of sophistication in the endangered godlike. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
Giada wants me to learn about the Dream Scourge.
I suppose we owe her a favor. Or two.
Giada must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giada needs to finish her
I don't want you to
research.
fucking probe me. What do you want from me?
We want to know about the godlike, of course. You're the first one we've encountered in the wild.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
I guess I'd like to be some kind of mushroom. I wouldn't mind blending into a crowd for a change.
Tired of being remarkable? Interesting.
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
What? No. Hell no. I try to help people whenever I can, but I wasn't born to be your savior. The fuck? I try to help people whenever I can. That's the best I got.
You believe we need your help.
You are a fucking... I hate you.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce.
Oh my
How do you
god.
plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone?
I don't. These are the worst questions I've ever heard. This is cheesy. I don't want to say this. This is just stupid. But it's the only fucking option. These are the worst questions ever. You know what? These are the worst questions I've ever heard.
Yvette, take a note. Godlike are inherently uncooperative. Approach with caution.
Yeah. Fuck
I
you.
think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, Godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
I want the two of you to stop practicing Animancy forever. Please. I want to say this, but I don't want to be an asshole. Just give me the fucking bad news.
There's no cure for the Dream Scourge, much in the way that there's no cure for an avalanche.
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
I assume just not any pillar would do, because nothing is ever that simple.
Trust in Animancy to always find the most complicated way around a problem.
It would have to be a very ancient pillar. Giada would know the details.
So the one in Nakuta deck. Okay, so I will go back there, more than likely. I don't want to ask you guys anything else. I'm done with you. Get away from me.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But
Okay.
we've taken enough of your time. Farewell.
Are you gonna just fucking dissect me?
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
No, not really. They gave me fucking... They didn't even give me good news. They just gave me bad news. What about the good news? I was lied to. I never want to interact with those people ever again. That just made me angry. If I could just kill people in this game for the fuck of it, I would. Hi, I've talked to you before.
Envoy. A pleasure as always.
Giada wants your opinion on the Dream Scourge.
Giada Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions.
I don't like the way this one's looking at me.
I have to ask. Is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town?
Banished was the word he used, probably to make it sound official.
That's our governor for you. Self-righteous even in his own ignorance. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see.
Why am I just being...
Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down Porcivo.
I've already killed him. If you're talking about the Revenant in your barn, I already dealt with him.
You did? That was quick.
That was the first thing I did when I got here.
He was a bright young Revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace.
You promised me some answers.
So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen.
Yvette thinks we need an Audra pillar to study the Dream Scourge.
Quite right. A broken clock is right twice a day, after all.
Huh.
Audra is a conduit for essence. So maybe you'll find a connection between the essence and the Dream Scourge. Like the rings of a tree. A very old Audra pillar could remember its last brush with the Dream Scourge. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say.
In other words, you don't know anything. These Animancers have been a whole bunch of fucking bullshit. I'm sure Giada will be interested to hear this.
Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giada are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Yeah, you do that.
And thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
Yeah... I don't want to be here either, to be honest. The more I talk to these Animancers, the more I want to kill myself.
If you can't see it, I doubt it.
I'm just gonna go jump into the lake. Alright, I gotta go deal with these spirits for the bounty. And that should be it for everything that's on the outside so far. Oh wait, no, hold on. Going the wrong way. Going the wrong way. I need to go kill the earth blights. I'm moving speedy quick, so... God, the speed boost is so nice. I'm so happy. Holy shit. I just need to upgrade it, but I need more Awakened Audra for that. I kind of want to say... I don't know. I'm hoping that I get a new unique sword soon. Hi. I just jumped right over the fucking thing. I want something that benefits my critical strike. Oh.
Something's not right here.
You think?
Right behind you.
Oh, hi. To be honest, I didn't even see you. Oh god, that ricochet's so nice. No. Nice. Jump. Nice. That wasn't so bad. You do that a lot, don't you? Gleaming core. That's all you had for me? It's kind of disappointing. I was hoping for more. Where are those Zorips that I... was afraid to kill because they were very scary? There was a group of Zorips that I remember trying to attack, but then I was like, oh no, I'm not doing that. Those are scary. I think they're down here. I'm curious. They gotta be protecting something, right? I wanna go kill them real quick. I'm not afraid of them anymore. Not after all the shit I've been through. Oi!
Must be near the spot that cartographer mentioned.
Here we go. Make way. Let's see what you got.
Damn! 2,500 damage. Oh my god. Ow.
Just like the good old days.
Just like the good old days. How come I can't pick this up? No, it's stuck in the ground. So wait, is there something I'm supposed to get up here? No? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I assume I already have. Where? Yeah, I already found it. Okay. So I gotta go back to Sansa, who is not in Emerald Stair. He's somewhere else. Wait, am I over encumbered? No? Hello? Did I press a button that I didn't mean to press? Is there a fucking... Oh. Caps lock. Huh. Alright. I'm pretty sure that's everything. For right now. Cool. I don't know why I just didn't teleport inside the city. What the fuck's wrong with me? Never claimed to be a smart person. 2 back-to-back loading screens. That's brutal. Alright, first things first, let's turn in this last bounty.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Who's
Beldarino.
from the depths of my soul, I thank you. May their poor souls find peace in their rest. Perfetto! That's all of them!
Already? I was hoping for a challenge.
Well, I do apologize for Emerald Stair not being exciting enough for you. At last I can turn my attention to more important things. Oh, how I've missed my research. Oh, please take this. It's from my personal collection of essence-infused oddities. I have a feeling you will find it of more use than I would.
Tree of Life. Oh, it's a shield. Slowly regenerate up to 30% of your maximum health. Minus 15% incoming fire, frost, and shock damage. That's cool. Not interested, but that's cool nonetheless. Oh shit, there's stuff down. Oh, wait a second. Stop where you are. The Castell family laboratory is closed to the public and hazardous to life. Nothing in here is worth dying for. There's no research or renown to be discovered, only a danger we still don't understand, which may yet linger even in the absence of life. It is important that you understand my parents were the greatest animasters who ever lived, and they did not want this place the way they entered. And they did not leave this place the way they entered. Whatever happened to them can happen to you, Giada. Giada's basement key. Okay, so something I clearly cannot access yet. Giada, are you well? Ever since I moved away, I only heard rumors about what happens inside the walls of Fear Mess of Verno, and the rumors alone are cause for concern. They say you've been starting fights with the governor, starting unrest at the workshop, turning animancers against each other. I adore you too much to believe nonsense. Most of it, anyway. But allow me to give you a word of advice. There's a pattern to this behavior, even if you think there isn't. You believe that your ambitions are being held back, so you hold back further by alienating everyone in your reach, and thus prove your own point. Trust me, I know from experience, as did your mother. Be careful that you don't hurt yourself in the crusade to be proven right. Come and visit me sometime. Put aside your worries and clear your mind. Silvo misses you. Elia. Alright. Giada, once our patrol is over, a few of the rangers are grabbing drinks at the bottom board. Would you care to join us? Of course, I understand we're busy again. The offer still stands. It doesn't even have to be with the other rangers. It could just be the two of us, sitting and talking. I'll not say too much. You get the idea. Best of luck with your experiments, Masani. I don't think she's interested, pal. Who knows? I don't know, Giada. What do I know? Ow.
Have you heard?
Hi.
Giada's causing trouble at the governor's mansion again.
Of course.
You must admit she has a point. We should do something about the Dream Scourge. Not simply wait for it to pass.
Be careful with that kind of talk. The governor has ears all over town.
He'll get over himself. Hey! I love finding shit by parkouring. Yeah, I found more. Damn. That's fine. Okay. Sorry, Jed, I'm coming back.
You ever think... What if...
I don't ever think, no.
I hope you aren't afraid of lightning. Where there's animancy, there's bound to be lightning.
I'm sure. I've met with all the animancers.
Good timing. I'm about ready to get started. So, did you learn anything of particular interest?
You're right about the Dream Scourge is older and stranger than we thought. We need a Pillar of Audra that might be able to connect the Dream Scourge to what's happening in the living lands. Something stranding the life from your farms. The only question is what? Well, that's obvious. Animancers are unhinged, unregulated, and too dangerous to be left alone. No, it's just the two idiots I met at the docks. We need a Pillar of Audra. It might be it might be able to connect the Dream Scourge to what's happening in living lands.
Makes sense. You won't find a better source of energy. Look at us. Barely even started, and already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi.
Are we studying the Dream Scourge or planning a heist?
Under the circumstances, the two are not so different. I needed those animancers for more than their expertise. Monto's invention nullifies spiritual interference. Having it up and running means we won't get any false signals. Whenever I tap into an Adra pillar, Elia's farmhands tend to get a little bitey. Thanks to you, they won't be a problem. And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears. In exchange for privacy, I gave them a test subject. I'd call that a good day's
suck.
work.
Fine. It's impressive, I guess. What's next?
Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other. The phantasmal focus.
Outstanding. Where is it?
Well, that's where I need your help. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident. Since they died.
I'm sure everything's fine. It's just a spooky death basement.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there.
Don't worry, I'll run down and grab it for you.
The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner. Of course you'll need a key. Please excuse the mess.
Went the wrong way.
That's where her parents died. I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back.
Okay, walking into the basement of an Animancer I just met. Right, feels great.
You're a great guy, Kai. You know that?
Something's not right here. Stay ready.
Haven from the blight. Who grows here?
Huh? To Giada, I leave my mother's amulet, the only piece of the only piece of the Valiant Republics I took from home. My one condition is that she wear it as a reminder that we all come from somewhere. May she find comfort in a chain that binds the present to the past. I leave her also the house, the laboratory, and our inventions. Yes, all of them, with no conditions or expectations to weigh her down. Forgive us. Well, that's sad. Arter insists that I write something down in case the worst should come to pass. What inheritance do I have to offer? What legacy do I leave? I took no possessions from the homeland. I own nothing but my ambition and my mistakes. The ink is blush, as if someone tapped their quill on the parchment several times before continuing. To Giada, I leave my unshakable resolve, the determination to see her plans through to the bitter end, and the presence of mind to remember what is important. Let her have all of my best qualities. Should the experiment fail, I won't need them anymore. Not where I'm going. My friends, you spend too much time in the privacy of your lab. I know the words were exchanged, and more than one ego was bruised after that incident at the workshop, but the damage is superficial. Our community is ready to welcome you back with open arms. For the moment, I am seeing to Giada's education, but I urge you to give her the attention she deserves. She is a promising young woman in a difficult and influential time of her life, and she needs the counsel of her family now more than ever. Well... The device should not work, and yet it does. Therein lies the problem. Theory and reality are in conflict, and to succeed without comprehension is worse than failure. I have learned nothing, and can assume nothing about the limitations of this invention, which frightens me almost as much as Cordella's insistence that we keep going. All I know is that the device is tapped into something. I believe it was the essence of the living lands. What if I'm wrong? What if it's... Several paragraphs have been violently scoured from the page. Have we transgressed so far into the unknowable that we are blind to the grave we dug ourselves? I must make preparations for Giada's future. Yeah, it's
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
What a horrific fate.
Beauty
Oh.
reborn. A life of peace.
Okay, they're Delingen now. Arter, do you have everything you need? After Cadella's outburst at the workshop, they say she retreated into her private lab. Which is perfectly fine, but I worry about you and little Giada. Let me know if there's anything, or let me know if you need anything, even if it's just a talk. I understand your research has made some ambitious strides. Good for you both. When you are ready to surface again, we have a game of Hazatoa to finish. I'll keep the pieces warm. Maxim Vidaro. Arter has been quiet lately, so I know he's worried about the experiment. He thinks the island will object to our interference, as if such a thing were even possible. Clearly our daughter is cut from my side of the family. Clearly our daughter is cut from my side of the family. I can't wait to teach her everything we've learned. With any luck, Giada will be as wild and audacious as the forces at play around her. Yeah.
Guys, we can leave now, right?
Poor Giada. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
I changed my mind, Giada. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I'm leaving.
I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents, or whatever's left of them.
So they're dead?
Or something like that.
Gods, I can't believe this.
The voice in my head is perfectly fine with it. Yay. Okay. Giada. Hi.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance. Did you see my mother and father? Are they still there?
You might have warned me.
I didn't have the words. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing.
I don't mean to pry. We can talk more later if that would be better.
For the time being, that would be best. With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way.
That doesn't sound very safe.
Well, that is kind of the point. The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek, the old godless ruin west of Eora. There should be some equipment waiting for us.
Let's be off, I guess.
Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Eora. No telling how long we'll be gone. And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety.
Out of the two, Marius is the least consequential to me. I need Kai. Kai's great. Marius, you don't have to be here for this.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
Okay. Giada uses Animancy to understand the world around her. While the science of souls remains controversial, she believes the untapped essence of the living lands can and should be put to good use. She wants to prove her convictions by supporting the party in battle. Armed with a phantasmal focus, she draws on the spiritual currents of the living lands to heal and defend her friends. She can activate essence generators, which, I mean, that's fine, whatever. Okay. Oh, and I leveled up. Nice. Nice. Level am I? 14. So next level I get my level 15 stuff. And that's when a lot of stuff unlocks for me. Increases damage with one-handed melee weapons by 40%. I think that's the way to go right now. Because I still do use my melee weapon, and like I said, I plan on... You know... I plan on doing more when I get a better one. Who has points? Oh, Giada, of course. Grants all allies a shield that provides temporary health for 20 seconds? Oh my god. Heal allies a small amount. Okay. Alright. I want to get all the abilities first. And then maybe reconstruction. Grants temporary health to allies that are already at maximum health. Reconstruction increases the healing granted to allies below 20% health. Increases the amount of temporary health granted by the barrier. I want to buff up this barrier, I think. I want greater barrier. That's an amazing skill. Then attribute points, I have 1. Just gonna put it in fucking perception. I want more crit. And then all of our stuff's up here. Okay, cool. Okay, well, what am I doing? I guess I'm... Guess I'm going Naku to deck.